Hey, hi, welcome. It's no news, things will no longer be the same. The world around you and I is changing, and changing really fast. This is a reality, and those who do not evolve will be like,
"What you talking about, Willis?"
These are 5 changes you need to make right now to stay ahead. Don't go away. We'll go from number 4 and trickle down to 1. At number 1, you find out how financially healthy you are. Here we go. Number 4, manage your time. Today, time is not just money, it's a piece of your life. You no longer have time to waste. Start investing it and stop wasting time. Stop procrastinating. Don't put away what you should do now. According to Parkinson's law, work expands to fill the time available for its completion. If you had 5 days to complete a task, you would work towards it differently, unlike if you had 12 hours to do the same thing. You could complete the 5-day task in 12 hours, so aim to finish a task based on the shortest possible timeline. Narrow down your options of activities with a deadline. Optimize your time. These are ways to do that. Number 1, keep track of what you do. Write out your time-wasting activities and work towards eliminating them. Number 2, work from a calendar, not from a to-do list. Number 3, prioritize activities. 4, declutter and organize so you can find things easily. Number 5, create a schedule and go to work. Don't spend all the time planning. Number 3, this is tough. Audit your friends. The time you spend with some people is the time you lose with others. You need to cut some relationships, especially the ones that bring you no value. It's not about judging people, it's about finding the right company and avoiding people not going your direction. Surround yourself with the right people. Be strategic about your networking. One quality contact will do so much for your life. So don't just keep a social contact, be intentional about your friends. Join a Facebook group or any platform based on interests and objectives. Position yourself to succeed. Be a part of teams sharing information about how to win. So audit your inner circle. Ask yourself if your goals align with these individuals and decide on the relationship. Make it a goal to add one right person and cut one negative person. Please note, this is not a marriage counsel. I am not talking about a spouse. Number 2, step out of your comfort zone. While the comfort zone provides a sense of security, it prevents you from the environment of challenges required for growth. As you know, the stages of development use levels of discomfort to produce required changes. A woman in labor, a baby teething, a child learning, a boxer in training, each require discomfort to transition to the next stage. So in a sense, what makes you comfortable has the potential to ruin you. Like a welfare payment preventing an individual from seeking greater opportunities, the comfort zone can prevent growth. The complexity of an unpredictable environment opens the mind to creativity. Critical development is attained in complexities outside the comfort zone. If you fail to trigger some complexity by stepping out your comfort zone, the complexities around may trigger you to do so and deal with something more difficult, like the recent pandemic forced people out of their comfort zone.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
So step out of your bubble and try something new. Imagine a kid who's never made a friend. The chances of overcoming this lies in engaging the unpredictable environment to find a friend. The same applies to adults trying to date or mingle. It's no pain, no gain. You should question your willingness to stay within the boundaries of conformity that is presenting false hope in the environment of stagnation. Number 1, control your money. Financial literacy is something everyone needs, and unfortunately most schools don't teach it. Money speaks in every language. And one thing it says is, if you save me today, I'll save you tomorrow. Save a portion of your income. If you're not making an income at the moment, then check out this video. It is ideal to have 6 months of your expenses saved up for unexpected circumstances. Remember,
expect the unexpected.
One way to do this is to save 15% of your income. Move from spending to investing. Before you pay any of your regular bills, the cable, the phone, electricity, and beer, pay yourself first. Your family's future should be first on the list. Paying yourself first doesn't mean going to buy clothes and gadgets for yourself. It means putting away a portion of your earnings for the future. Save it in a profitable instrument to build wealth. Consider this when you do that. The money is your seed. Time will determine when you get the harvest. The rate of return is how it will grow. Tax and inflation are the pests and bad weather. Always make sure the rate of return is higher than the inflation rate, and consider taxes to be paid. Otherwise, you lose. Learn and understand how money works. Imagine building wealth like building a house. You build from the ground up. The foundation is at the base. This is what the structure sits on. The foundation of your wealth building must start with protection. A protection against financial loss mitigates your risk of losing your cash flow. Debt management comes next. This is where you reduce your liabilities and pay off your loans and debts. You can only pay off debts and loans if the cash flow keeps coming in, so protection comes first. Emergency fund is next. Then you can start investments after. If you have an emergency, but your money is tied up in some investments, how would you deal with the sudden expenses? So a good financial structure should look like this. If your financial structure is not looking like this, then you are not financially healthy. Protection is for now. Investments is for the future. A strong foundation will hold a sturdier, more enduring financial house. Otherwise, it will not stand the test of time when the storms strike. Those who had this in place before now will do better during the pandemic because they have an emergency fund to sustain them. These 4 financial layers will build a solid ground for the future. So pay yourself first. Buy what you need, not what makes you feel good and look rich. Share this content with someone who needs it and with people you love. Here's a recap. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Here's my top recommendation. Reduce your monthly expenses. Make a list of all your expenses and cross out the items you don't need, and find someone you trust to hold you accountable to this goal. It's not going to happen if you take no actions. This is Reinvent 9 to 5. I am Jimmy Ayo. The time to start is now.